Hey, hi, hello, welcome to the coolest and most original YouTube video you have ever seen. Today I'm going to be counting down the top 10 best roller coasters in the UK that I've been on. Listen, not everyone is going to agree with this list, and everyone has different opinions, and that's amazing. Just don't come at me with pitchforks and torches, please. And this list did take me really long because there are so many good coasters in this country that I just didn't know where to put them. And I think I might have got the list right now. So let's begin with number 10, Saw. The ride. Now I have a very love-hate relationship with Saw because I used to absolutely adore it. It used to be my top 5. However, recently I've had a lot of rough rides on it and it doesn't hit the same anymore. However, I can't deny that the theming and the dark ride section are both amazing. Apart from those air cannons, they genuinely make me want to rip my ears off, and you're going to want to rip your ears off when you hear this next placement, because at number 9 is the Smiler. I know, please don't click off the video, I get that you're angry, I understand. This ride, by the way, is awesome. It has one of the coolest layouts I've ever seen. The theme is so messed up and twisted, and the storyline, and it's just all amazing. But this thing is literally like riding a shopping cart down a trolley. What? It's like riding a shopping trolley down a mountain, and it's such a shame because there's literally nothing else like this anywhere else in the world. But I just can't get past how rough it is. It's really frustrating to me. Anyways, on to number 8, which is Nemesis Inferno. Yeah, I'm sorry. I understand that I'm betraying my home park with this one, but the other one is better. You can't undermine how good Inferno is though. From that pre-lift section to those interlocking corkscrews, this has got to be one of the most iconic rides in this country. And yes, you are seeing it right, this is the In-Betweeners ride. I don't really have a lot of complaints with Nemesis Inferno. It's amazingly smooth, it's decently themed. I would just say that the layout can get a little bit stale after riding it for ages. And fun fact, the layout is actually why I prefer number 7. People are not going to like this one. Okay, let's get started. Colossus has a phenomenal layout. There is genuinely nothing I would change about the layout of this ride. It's literally perfect. The only 2 complaints that I have with this roller coaster are there's very minimal theming, and also it's a tiny bit rough. And let me emphasize, a tiny bit. People go on this and come off like they've just literally been shaken out of their bones. It's literally fine. My favourite part about this is those iconic barrel rolls at the end that have inspired so many coasters going forward. I mean, pretty much just because they were clones, but it doesn't matter. This is easily the most overhated ride in the country, and I don't see why. I love it. I also love number 6, which is the Swarm. Now, the Swarm is the first ride on this list that I have literally no complaints about. I wouldn't change a single thing about this ride. The theming's immaculate, the layout is amazing, it's smooth, it's unique, it's fun. Everything about it is perfect. I love the fact that it is located on its own island. It genuinely is one of the best areas in the UK, and it would definitely be my favourite if they put in a flat ride or something there. The wing overdrop is insane, and you are upside down for so long. It's one of my favourite inversions, and it's one of my favourite drops as well, so it literally does its job perfectly. Overall, the Swarm is literally a perfect roller coaster, and I think that a lot of people overlook it because of another ride that's in the park now. I just think it's amazing. Just like number 5, which is Galactica. I love Galactica probably a little too much because I just find this ride so fun. Every time I go on it and I reach the brake run, I'm always just smiling at the ground because it's a flying coaster. So literally every time I go to Alton Towers, it's a must-do attraction. It's easily top 3 on my list to do, and it's just insane, and I love it so much. I would like to see a retheme though, because I feel like it would fit into Forbidden Valley better, but then again, it's still an amazing ride now, so just a refresh would be okay. This also has my favourite soundtrack of any ride, which is kind of weird because my number 4 doesn't even really have a soundtrack, because it is Stealth. Yeah, Stealth doesn't really have a soundtrack, it just has WWTP radio playing actual songs around the ride area. Yeah, I put Stealth at number 4 because although it is short, the ride experience that it has to offer in that short time is one of the craziest and most insane experiences that there is in this country. And whilst you could argue that the Swarm has something more to offer with its length and its theming, I personally prefer Stealth just because of the ride experience alone, and that really says something about how good it actually is. We have now reached the top 3. What are they going to be? Well, you can find out now, because at number 3 is the new for 2024 Nemesis Reborn. Wow, I don't know what more you want me to say about this thing. This is easily the best themed coaster in this country. The layout of it is insane. I went on opening day and it was absolutely amazing. Having never done original Nemesis prior, this was my first ever experience and it was a very, very good one. Also, can we talk about how for a new for 2024 attraction, Alton Towers smashed this out of the park. It had a phenomenal opening day, a phenomenal ad campaign. Everything about it leading up to it was so good. I remember being in school a couple days before this opened, just overwhelmed with excitement about how good this thing was actually going to be. And I was not let down. For the majority of this year, it was my favourite at Alton Towers, until I came to my senses and realised that number 2 was better, Wickerman. Genuinely, what more would you want out of a wooden coaster at Towers? This thing is insane. The theming, the pre-show, the storyline, the elements, the airtime, the speed, all packed into one is just intense and amazing and perfect. I have never had a ride catch me off guard like this before. The first time I did it, I was so taken aback by the speed that I just literally could not believe what I had just come off. I was literally out of words. Also, this thing at night is literally perfect. It's like it was made to be ridden at night, and it probably was, considering that the advert is all filmed at night time to show how cool and awesome this thing just looks. And it probably would be number 1, but it's not even close, sadly, because at number 1 we have, obviously, Hyperia. I'm still getting over the fact that we have a ride like this in the country. Hyperia is so above everything else in the UK, it's not even funny. And yes, people may call it overrated, however, when you have this ride local to you, it's just so special. Like, I could literally just take a half an hour drive and I'll be there to ride this. I can't believe that is even possible. All it takes is one ride on Hyperia, and trust me, you'll see what I mean. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, if you disagreed, feel free to leave your top 10 in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.